Welcome to the Hammer Smash Podcast, where we talk about everything to get your mom wet. Today, we're going to be doing an album
And your
review.
dad.
And your dad. We make your dad drip pre-cum. Today we're doing an album review for
Right.
Anno 1696 by Insomnium.
Yep.
I'm new to Insomnium. Andrew is not. So, Andrew, I'm going to give my thoughts about things, but I don't have much in-depth info like you do. I'm
Okay.
just like, I like this song. I like this song. I like this song slightly less. I like this song slightly more. That's probably going to be the extent of mine. And then maybe like, yeah, the vocals on this, the fucking chorus on this, stuff like that. But you're the one who like knows this.
It's my favorite band.
Yeah, like these are your boys. So
Yeah. For those of you who have never heard of Insomnium, they are a melodic death metal band from Finland. Really fucking great band. Like if you're a fan of like Dark Tranquility or Scar Symmetry or any of those like really sick like Scandinavian melodic bands, I think you'll dig them. They're a lot more like emotional sounding. Like they have a lot of feeling in their songs.
yeah,
This album is a little bit different from like their normal approach. I feel that way at least. It's a lot darker, and I actually love it. It's a good change of direction. The album is about the witch trials of Sweden, and if you dig into the history behind this album, 71 people died, and I believe 64 of them were women.
fucking no.
Who were all put to death for being accused of being witches. So they took that history and I think they wrote a story around it. So it's a concept album from start to finish. It tells a story and it's pretty fucking heavy. The lyrics are obviously well written. Like everything they do is fucking great to me. I said, I'm biased because they're my favorite band. I'm gonna go off right off the bat and go ahead and do my rating because
All right.
out of 1 to 10, I would give this a 9. And the only thing that I wasn't happy about, the length of the album is fantastic. I think it's right around like 50 minutes. I believe
It is 51 minutes.
Yeah, it's 51 minutes. It's
Yeah.
only 8 tracks, but I think that's only because I'm being greedy and I want to hear as much as I can from that band. But yeah, a solid 9 out of 10 for me, like easily. The production's incredible. The fucking drums sound incredible on this.
The fucking mix on the album, dude. Like,
It's so good.
mix usually isn't that important to me, but there are times
you're,
when like
trying to portray like a message and have like an atmosphere. Dude, they nailed it.
like
man.
they're like I said, like mix isn't the biggest thing for me usually, but there are some times when a mix is so fucking good that I'm just like, holy shit. This is one of those cases. Like everything can be heard clearly. Everything. Like nothing is drowning anything else out. Everything blends together perfectly.
I love that you could feel the drums. Like,
Yeah, it's so good.
Like, listening in my car, I could feel like the kicks hit my chest.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fucking amazing, dude.
yeah.
Like everything about the album is amazing. Like it's very well done. I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10 too. Like it's very, very good.
And on shit, to hear you give them a 9 out of 10 and it's like the first thing you ever heard from them, that's
it's
awesome.
so sick, dude. I'm when it comes to melodic death metal, I'm new. I haven't heard much. I've heard of Monomarth, I've heard Black Dahlia Murder, I've heard Realms of Madness. I haven't heard that much outside of them. So for me, this is
Scandinavian melodic metal is like where it's at, in my opinion. Like,
it's pretty new to me. So but like
mastered.
this is fucking amazing. I want to specifically talk about the track Godforsaken because that shit was. Let me see how long that specific track
it's
is.
I think it might be the longest track on the album. Yeah, it's 8 minutes, 35 seconds.
Yeah, that was 8 minutes and 35 seconds of chills the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
That intro especially. The intro is what made me go, holy shit, about that song. And there are times when a song will have a phenomenal intro and then the second the actual song kicks in, it's just garbage. But that like the intro hyped it up so much, and it lived up to it easily.
Okay.
It was so fucking good. Like I feel like that was the hardest fucking track on that entire album. It's the one that I re-listen to over and over and over again.
That song for sure was one of my favorites. They had an interesting song called The Unrest,
Yep.
which is kind of like a little different from what they normally do. I mean, if you listen to their last EP, which was like more acoustic, there was only like 4 songs on it. It's sort of similar, but not. Like, that song was really, really cool, really emotional, as you could expect from Insomnium. Another really awesome song was White Christ. I thought that song was fucking phenomenal. There's a bridge with this incredible lead. Like, man,
the album is just so fucking good.
Here, it's like, it's just so fucking good. Like, I heard that song in my car. I almost wanted to like pull off the side of the road. I was just like, it's just so fucking beautiful. Like,
it's deep fucking music.
Oh yeah, dude, it's like well thought out. One of the biggest things that I love about Insomnium specifically is their lead guitarist writes some of the catchiest leads. Like, and one thing I love about him is I feel like he's constantly doing something. Like, and the rhythm guitarist is like doing this thing, and the other guitarist, their lead guitarist, is always doing his own thing and just like livening up everything. I don't know,
fucking killing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
There is not a piece of this band that is out of place.
Uh-huh.
You know, sometimes you listen to music and you're like, the drums are kind of lagging behind, or like the guitar is doing this, or the vocalist is doing that. You don't get that at all with this band. Everyone is on the same page 100% of the way. And
the fucking vocals are incredible too. Nilo, I think is his name. Nilo, I'm pretty sure.
I'd have no clue. This is my first time listening to the band, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Nilo, I think is how you pronounce it. It's Nilo.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible. Yanni is an incredible singer too. He does like all the cleans.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marcus, I believe, is the lead guitarist, and he's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Marcus, Markus, Marcus Van Holla.
That is the most metal fucking name.
Yeah, dude.
I'm Van Holla.
And he's also, I believe, in Omnium Gatherum, which is another fucking incredible band. I don't know if they're from... No, they are from Finland. They're from Finland too.
Dude, Finnish death metal goes hard as shit.
Oh, dude, fucking... some of the best melodic death metal bands of all time come from Finland, dude.
One of my favorite bands to ever come from Finland is Demolich. And I know we're not talking about them, but it's like, Finland has such a good death metal scene.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, so many like heavy hitters, and none of them get the recognition they deserve.
No, Children of Bodom especially, it's like fucking groundbreaking. And God rest his soul, Alexei Leho's not with us anymore, but you know, like that. Some of their music I will listen to until the day I die. It could be 30 years from now, I will still be listening.
First time I ever heard Children of Bodom was on a Guitar Hero 5.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, my parents begrudgingly allowed me to purchase Guitar Hero 5 from GameStop. And like, because I suck at it, all they heard for like the next few months was Sweating Bullets by Megadeth and Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz, because those are the only songs I could do without fucking it up completely. But eventually I got like okay at it, and I was playing like Children of Bodom and stuff like that, and I was like, this is really fucking sick. But,
I am currently playing a game called Rocksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's Rocksmith 2014 remastered.
Wow.
But as dated as that sounds, there's a huge modding community. So like you can go to like their custom songs and just like download anyone you could imagine. Speaking of Insomnium, I have probably like 20 Insomnium songs that I'm on guitar, and it's just like Guitar Hero. The notes come at you, and you actually play the right parts.
Have you seen those Guitar Hero controllers where it's set up because like your normal Guitar Hero controller, you got like the 5 buttons and then like the fucking and like a whammy.
Right.
There are controllers now where it is just like like a fucking series of like it looks like 100 or so buttons,
What?
and you play it like an actual guitar, even though it's a Guitar Hero controller. Like the buttons are where you would put your fingers if you were playing those specific notes.
Why would you not just play real guitar at that point?
I'm not sure, but it looks sick as fuck. It looks sick as fuck.
It's cool, but fuck, man, just play
It's cool, but like, because I'd imagine that controller is very expensive, and like you could get a cheap guitar to learn on
Yeah.
easier than you could get that fucking insane controller. And I feel like getting a guitar to work is probably going to be easier than that, because I feel like that's going to be like easy to break, easy to glitch out. But the novelty of it is so fucking amazing to me, because it's like, holy shit, that's
I think
so sick.
the last time I played Guitar Hero, or I don't know if it was Guitar Hero or Rock Band, I'm not too sure which one it was. It may have been Guitar Hero, but the controller had been changed, and there was 3 or maybe it was 3 or 4 buttons, and then 4 underneath it. So
Okay.
you actually had to go up and down.
I know that like the most recent Guitar Hero that came out, Guitar Hero Live, they changed it to where it's like 3 buttons, I think. Like they
Yes,
reduced
it's
they reduced the
yes.
amounts of buttons.
There's 6 buttons.
And then like you would play, and I never played it, so I'm just going off of like promotional material, because I never saw anybody playing it either.
What?
Like, because I love Guitar Hero, I suck at it, but I love it. I would look up like Guitar Hero videos. Nobody was playing Guitar Hero Live. Everyone was still doing like Clone Hero or Guitar Hero fucking 5 or 3, because 3 was legendary. Or like they were going back to play the first 2 and shit like that. But it's, I don't know. So I don't know if it was a flop or not, but everything that I did see from the promotional material, unless I was deceived, is that like it's live footage of a crowd, and you're just fucking, like you see people going
Yeah,
like,
that's what I played. That's exactly.
hell yeah.
Yes, it did have 6 buttons.
fuck yeah.
Yep, 6 buttons and like a whammy bar or whatever. But yeah, you're like watching a live audience, like an actual.
That's sick as fuck.
It's cool. It's cool. I like the original platform of like whatever it was, 4 or 5 buttons. I thought that was.
I think it was 5, because it was like red, green, orange, yellow, blue.
Yeah.
And then you would like,
I think Guitar Hero Acoustic is like.
did you have a Nintendo DS?
No, but I think I know where you're going with this. Didn't they have
Guitar Hero on Tour. It was this little fucking like, so it would only work with like a regular DS, because you had to plug your like fret situation into like the Game Boy slot of a DS.
Yeah.
And then you had a stylus that was a pick, and you would literally like, this is how you had to play. And it moved at like 3 frames a second.
Oh no.
But the novelty of like, you mean to tell me I can take Metallica on the go and play it? Like, I don't know. It was just sick as fuck. My brother had it, and I tried playing it one time, and he beat the shit out of me because it was his thing, and he did not like sharing.
Oh no.
But like, again, I suck at Guitar Hero. I suck at like quick time games, but I think it's fun to play it, and I love music. So it's just like any game where I can sit down and the music is the part of the game, I'm just like, that's awesome. But Guitar Hero on Tour was a huge flop, but the novelty is what drew so many people in.
Yeah. Well, what they need to do is they need to make a new Guitar Hero, go back to the old guitars, and put the new Insomnium record on it. That's what they need to do.
They need to put some
It should be
fucking...
Guitar Hero, Anno 1696.
It would be sick as fuck if they would have like... It was a meme that I saw on like a Slam meme page on Instagram. It was like Guitar Hero, because you know how they did like Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Aerosmith,
Yeah.
shit like that. This one was called like Guitar Hero Legends of Slam, and it was like a green background with a guitar, and it was like Devourment, Skinless, Party Cannon, all these different bands, and I was like, I want this to be a thing so bad, but I know it's never gonna be.
Yeah.
It hurts.
They could do like a Guitar Hero Gent edition, but it's only like one button.
It's just over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. Well, that's the gist of it. I think the album was fucking solid.
Yeah.
By the
good
way,
fucking shit.
Good shit. 9 out of 10 for both of us. So that's 9 hammers out of 10.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna do this a lot more. By the way, this is the first time we're gonna review anything. In fact, we're jumping on here to discuss the next one that we're gonna do. And it'll actually have a lot to do with our newest episode, which might be out by the time this hits YouTube. We'll see. Maybe we'll see.
I have no idea.
Hopefully. Possibly. But anyway,
pretty epic.
That wraps that up. So
yes, sir.
good job, Insomnium. Keep it coming. If you haven't listened to them, please check them out. They have a ton of great records. But yeah, definitely give this album a spin. It's fucking amazing. From the get-go until the sad end.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. Do that. See ya.